Well, good morning, everyone. Happy day 5 of Flossmas. I am sitting down here this morning I already have my coffee, so I have a carbonated water now, and I figured I would do some stitching. So, yeah, husband's still sleeping, and then our daughter is requested breakfast in bed today. So, I have a couple minutes, so I figured I would try. I ended up getting 296 stitches done on my stocking yesterday. So I will show you where it is right now. There we are before we start any today. So this whole side is now filled in right now. I have a lot of random holes throughout. So you can definitely see that shelf taking place. But that's where I'm at so far. I am 2.4% done with this pattern as of right now. So I'm going to work on this again today, see what we can get done, and go from there. So I hope everyone has a great day, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, guys, so we're back. It's about 5 o'clock, and it has been Sunday, so I have been able to stitch throughout the day. So I figured we'd do our recap video because I have to also get ready for work tomorrow, prep a kid to get ready for school tomorrow, even though I think she's pretty much done, and get dinner on. So I got a lot of stitching done today. So as you know, yesterday and today, I worked on filling the stocking by Donna Gelsinger. I think I got 296 done yesterday. I got a lot done today. I got 349 stitches done on this. And I just stopped because I finished the first 2 rows finally. So here we are now. I love it. I'm loving it. So there's a lot of confetti in here, a lot of different colors, but there's a lot of colors that I don't typically have on a lot of my projects. I don't typically stitch a lot of oranges, a lot of yellows, stuff like that. So I don't know. I love it. I love it. It's once I get going on full coverage, it's a lot to think about pulling out because you have a ton of thread and stuff. But once you get going on it, I have a hard time stopping. And I'm loving this. So, loving this. I wanted to keep doing full coverage, but I'm also feeling kind of the Christmas stitching. So I'm going to pause the full coverage for a moment and pull out some Christmas stitching. So I'll show you what we're doing tomorrow. I am going to pull out my Quaker Christmas by Bygone Stitches is what we are pulling out for. My goal is 2 days. So far I've done 2 days on every project. So it would be tomorrow and Tuesday. This is kind of what I'm thinking. And I'll show you where we are at so far with this one. Here we are. We've gotten the first 2 pages done, and we're working on the start of page 3. So this is stitched on an 18 count Heartland by Picture This Plus. It's very warm. My brown is an unnamed from Dying for Cross Stitch. My red is Scarlet Orange by Victorian Motto. And then my golden color, I can never remember the name. It's by Color and Cotton. Golden Ale by Color and Cotton. How's that for a memory? So this is my starting point. We will start tomorrow. You probably won't see this until we start it tomorrow because I have to go back to work. So I won't start on this till tomorrow night. So, yes. I did have a couple questions that I wanted to address. So one is how I keep track of my stitches. If it's a full coverage project, it's super easy because I use Pattern Keeper and it counts how many stitches I have in a day for me. if it's not a full coverage, so I used to do the 24 hours of cross stitch acrostics a lot, and I used to choose the stitch count. So I started learning how, and I used to count my stitches for those acrostics to know if I completed them. I still do that with a calculator. So if I do 10, or I'll stitch a block and then I'll count it, and then that's how I keep track of my stitches. And I have a day planner I did not bring upstairs with me. I'm gonna kind of revamp it a little bit for next year. I just think the cost wasn't worth in the end of what I ended up using it for. So, and it's pink, and I'm not a pink person. So I think what I'm gonna do, I always write my project down and then how many stitches. So like yesterday, it says filling the stocking. I did all my stitches and then I wrote 296. And then today I wrote filling the stocking in the block, wrote how many stitches, and then I will do in parentheses usually, and I will tally both of those days together. And then when I'm done with that project for the week, usually I'll circle it, the final count number, just so I know what it is. I'll try to show you next time. I will try to bring my day planner up so you guys can see that. Another question I had was with variegated floss and how I get them to match up all the time. So when I pull my 2 strands, I make sure the 2 strands are from the same cut of thread, and I make sure that the pattern like lines up together, and then I stitch each X individually. So generally some people do with variegated, but generally you don't do like the loop start method with variegated because it can screw up that variegation. I just catch my tail as I'm stitching. So if you really want a strong variegated, if you're doing a color with like blues, purples, you know, stuff like that where you need that variegation, then you just have to do each X individually. I hope that helps. I do have to say that you guys, for some reason it never occurred to me about splitting the stars up, and that's a good idea. I think I may do that and like finish the next star and then do some of the row underneath, and I think that was a very good idea. So there's a couple of you who said that, so thank you. That was actually very smart. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I hope you have a great Monday, since we're all going back to work mostly. And yes, remember, your mental health is important, to take time for yourself each and every day in whatever form that is, and to be a light in the world. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.